Do you feel like a shadow of who you used to be? Is that inner light dim or completely gone? Does peace feel like a foreign concept and joy feels impossible to reach? Then please pay attention to what I'm going to discuss today. We're going to talk about something that goes to the very core of narcissistic abuse. How they systematically steal your peace and joy. But you can reclaim what was yours to begin with. I'm Grace, and if you're new here, welcome to a space where we untangle the web of narcissistic abuse together. If you've been on this journey with me, you know that healing isn't just about understanding what happened to us. It's about reclaiming who we truly are beneath all of the damage. So let's start by understanding what the narcissist actually steals from us. Peace isn't just the absence of conflict. It's that deep, settled feeling of being okay with yourself and your place in the world. It's the ability to rest in your own skin, to trust your own judgment, and to feel secure in your own reality. Joy isn't just happiness. It's that spontaneous, bubbling up feeling of aliveness. It's that ability to find delight in small moments, to feel excited about possibilities, and to experience that warm glow of contentment that comes from simply being yourself and living your life. And if you're watching this, chances are your peace and joy have disappeared from your life. Narcissists don't just accidentally damage things. They systematically dismantle them. And here's how they do it. They start by attacking your reality. Every time they gaslight you, every time they make you question what you saw, what you heard, what you experienced, they're chipping away at your inner peace. When you can't trust your own perceptions, how can you ever feel settled? How can you rest when you're constantly second-guessing yourself? They also hijack your emotional responses. Remember how you used to laugh freely? How you could get excited about things? Narcissists train you to suppress these natural responses through punishment, mockery, or by making everything about them. Slowly, your joy becomes conditional on their approval, and then it disappears altogether. They also create chronic hypervigilance, and your nervous system learns that danger is always lurking. You're constantly scanning for threats, walking on eggshells, trying to predict the next move. Peace becomes impossible when your body is stuck in survival mode 24/7. Then they isolate you from your sources of joy. Think about it. Did they gradually pull you away from friends who made you laugh? From family members who offered love? Hobbies that brought you fulfillment? Activities that made you feel alive? This is not a coincidence. They need you to be disconnected from anything that might remind you of who you really are. Here is the heartbreaking truth. Some people never fully recover their peace and joy. And it's not because they're weak or because they're not trying hard enough. It's because narcissistic abuse creates invisible wounds that our society often doesn't recognize or understand. When someone breaks your arm, people can see the cast. When someone breaks your spirit, you're often told to just get over it or to move on. But the damage to your sense of self, your ability to trust, your capacity for joy, these wounds are real and they run deep. Many survivors develop what we call complex trauma responses. Your brain, in trying to protect you, might shut down the very pathways that allow you to feel joy and peace. It's like your internal security system decided that feeling good is dangerous because every time you let your guard down, you get hurt. Some people remain stuck in hypervigilance for years, even decades. Others might feel emotionally numb, just cut off from all emotion, both pain and pleasure. And some cycle between these states, never quite finding their way back to that natural state of ease that they once knew. If you're struggling to find peace and joy, it's not because you're broken. It's because you were systematically trained to mistrust these feelings. Your nervous system did exactly what it was supposed to do. It adapted to survive in an impossible situation. The fact that you're here listening to this means that you're already on the path back to yourself. So let's discuss practical steps to reclaiming your peace and joy. And it starts with safety. Peace and joy cannot exist without safety. You need to create physical and emotional safety in your life. This is a powerful message. And this might mean going no contact, setting firm boundaries, or creating a support system that actually supports you. Your nervous system needs to learn that it's safe to feel good again, to reconnect with your body. Narcissistic abuse disconnects you from your body's wisdom. I remember being in such a state of fog from all of the manipulation, having my brain filled with rumination. I lost touch of my body, and I failed to even recognize the illness my body was manifesting as a result, until it was almost too late. Practice simple body awareness exercises. Notice when you feel tense, when you feel relaxed. Start with just 5 minutes a day of deep breathing or gentle movement. Your body holds the memory of peace. You just need to remember how to access it. You need to celebrate every small moment of joy that you possibly can. Don't wait for big moments of joy. Start small. Maybe it's the smell of your morning coffee, the feel of sunlight on your skin, or the sound of your favorite song. These tiny moments of presence are where joy lives. The narcissist taught you that joy had to be earned or approved, and that is a lie. Joy is your birthright. So it's time to challenge your inner critic. That voice in your head that tells you that you don't deserve peace and joy. You know what? That's their voice, not yours. Every time you catch yourself thinking you didn't deserve good things, ask yourself, whose voice is this really? Then consciously choose to speak to yourself with all of the kindness that you would show to others. Here's something important. You might need to grieve the peace and joy that you lost. It's okay to feel angry about what was stolen from you. It's okay to feel sad about the years you spent in survival mode. This grief is part of the healing process, not a sign that you're going backwards. I want to address something that many of you might be thinking. What if I'm too damaged? What if I've been this way for too long? Let me tell you something. Even though it may feel like it, you are not irreparably broken. You are a human being who survived something that was designed to break you. And the fact that you're still here, still seeking healing, still hoping for better, that is evidence of your incredible strength. Your capacity for peace and joy has not disappeared. It went into hiding to protect itself. Our work is to create conditions where it's safe for these feelings to emerge again. When you reclaim your peace and joy, you don't just heal yourself, you give others permission to heal too. Your children, your friends, your community, they all benefit when you step back into your authentic self. You become living proof that it's possible to rise from the ashes of narcissistic abuse. Moving forward, it is important to understand that this is a process. Recovery is not linear, and some days you'll feel like you're making progress, while other days you might feel like you're backstepping. And that's normal. Healing happens in spirals, not in straight lines. And each time you circle back to a familiar struggle, you're actually encountering it from a higher level of understanding. So be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're not just recovering from abuse. You're learning to be human again in a world that might feel foreign and overwhelming. Your new normal won't look like your old normal, and that's okay. You're not trying to go back to who you were. You're discovering who you're becoming. This version of you has strength you didn't know you possessed. Your peace might look different now, deeper, more intentional, more precious, because you know what it's like to live without it. Your joy might be quieter, but more sustainable, more authentic, because it's no longer dependent on someone else's approval. If you feel like you've lost your peace and joy forever, I see you. I was there. My message to you is to believe in your capacity to heal, in your right to experience the full spectrum of human emotion, including the beautiful ones. I know this is a hard road. You survived something that was designed to destroy you, but you're still here. You're still fighting and you're still hoping, and that's not nothing. That's everything. Your peace and joy are not gone forever. They're waiting for you to create the conditions where they can safely return and thrive. Remember, you deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve to take up space in this world with all of the light and love that you have to offer. Your healing journey. It's not just about you, it's about breaking cycles, creating safer spaces for others, and proving that love really can triumph over abuse. Keep choosing yourself. Keep choosing healing. Keep choosing to believe that your best days are not behind you, but rather they're ahead of you, waiting to be lived. We just need to walk this healing path one step at a time. And your peace and joy are there, rooting you on to find them again. I did create a free guided meditation, and you will find a link below. And you can simply just listen to it and begin to find the place of peace. Because when you find some peace, the joy will follow.